I'm pretty sure that's where I saw it and was like, well, what does that actually mean? 3:24, Romans.
3:24.
Yeah. The translator's title of this section is Justification by Faith, which what we've been talking about.
Sola fide.
But where'd you go?
Romans 3:24.
Yeah. It comes in the middle of a sentence, being justified as a gift by his grace through the redemption which is in Jesus Christ. So I was like, well, what does it actually mean to redeem? Don't not close that. To redeem someone, something.
Ooh.
They kept on coming up with their own analogies. You writing something else down?
Yeah, it ties directly with what you're talking about because my reading plan just put me in Ruth.
Yeah.
Have you read Ruth?
Yeah.
A kinsman redeemer.
Yep. It came up a lot in their videos.
Because it's a purchasing aspect of it's
very
a lot
important.
Of legal Paul uses a lot of legal terminology in Romans.
The kinsman redeemer was really important for what they were trying to say because in the Septuagint it kept on. I don't know the Greek. Put that in there, but they kept on saying that this word in the Greek, leluptai or something like that. I don't know.
That's what it sounds like.
Sure. So a little bit of a, and it was related to two different verbs in the Hebrew, and most specifically, it was the one kinsman redeemer in Ruth and all that.
Yeah.
Because it almost ties into the what you call carrying on the bloodline or something like that with the if a husband dies and all that. But
the Pharisees that were asking Jesus, if this guy dies,
not exactly relating to that.
Okay.
That's what they were talking about.
Yeah. He's like, man, you don't understand this at all.
Is it not that you don't understand why you're asking this question?
Like every question that the Pharisees posed.
Because they weren't asking because they actually wanted to know the answer. They wanted him to say something that
To
they
test him, yeah.
Not even just to
trap
to trap him. Kinsman redeemer. Because her Naomi, her lands, she couldn't technically own them, as it were, or something like that. As I don't know if that's true, because women weren't exactly as we view them today. No, not today. Not today. Recently, in the 50s and so forth, it weren't like no women's rights or anything like that. Like women could buy and purchase property or something like that. I don't know what was going on.
We're going to show our ignorance.
But anywho, like something to do with because the man had died and she was still there.
Yeah.
I think it was still to do with her family line, Naomi's family line, keeping the property with her so that Boaz can marry Ruth, and then his children and her children will go on and because I feel like he may have still been, I don't know what the kinsman redeemer actually is, if it's the one who marries and then brings it back,
Right.
because they kept on talking about purchasing and all that, but like we always think of it what Jesus did as savior instead of purchase. Or,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Paul uses terminology again like a ransom.
Right.
And what's a ransom?
Someone taken hostage by someone else. So they kept on saying, what do you call you? Redeemer, deliverer in Exodus, Moses.
Yeah.
The Israelites were, in a way, not purchased, but possessed by Pharaoh, like they were his slaves.
Yeah.
So he had to redeem them, but they also tried to mention, or very specifically pointed out, say, well, we didn't really pay Pharaoh, so he paid him in a lot of other ways.
Yeah.
He got his payment.
It's a hard heart. Apolustroses.
Is that
the Greek word for redemption in Romans 3:24, specifically the text that you hit us with. I'm trying to look for like a concordance number. 1223, maybe? No. Bible Hub, what you got? Gifted by His grace through the redemption. Yeah, 629. Apolustrosios.
two-piece?
from Apolutro to release on payment of ransom. So like ransom goes right in line with that, the word that Paul used there for redemption. Yeah, 629 in Strong's. Man, we got to do like, I guess phones are fine. Phones are fine to do this, but it'd be cool if
this
we could
way.
like laptop it up too.
Mm.
It doesn't really matter. Same. Yeah, 629. Get out of here. Apolustrosis. Deliverance,
There we go.
redemption, release.
Ga'al is the redeemed by back, often by a kinsman. That's what it was.
From like Hebrew?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because in the Septuagint, those words are in the Septuagint specifically, and that's
Fair.
only Old Testament.
Fair. Yeah, and we need to kind of align the meanings from both perspectives, from the Hebrew perspective as well as from the Greek perspective, which certainly Paul, like...
Because, I mean, the Greek was still only portraying Hebrew ideas.
Yeah, Paul was a Pharisee.
Right.
Like he... a lot of what... His worldview was that of a regenerated, born-again, Pharisee. Literally buying back from, repurchasing, winning back what was previously forfeited or lost. Emphasizes the distance or quote-unquote safety margin that results between the rescued person and what previously enslaved them.
Sin and death.
Yeah.
Redeemed.
And I've heard people... they kind of take it allegorically or like an illustration that that the ransom was paid to the devil. And I think that's I think that's eisegesis, which is like imposing a thought onto the text or into the text.